Alright, so I went through a couple of my basic beginner exercises. I'm going to go through ones now that, you know, you might have found that second one really hard. Don't get discouraged. It's all good. Everybody does. So you're not the only one. We're all in the same boat with this stuff. But like I said, keep doing it, and I mean, it gets better the more you do it. This one here, we're going to start with an E minor where we got fingers 1 and 2 on strings 5 and 4. We always count from the bottom up on a guitar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Strings 5 is finger 1 and string 4 is for finger 2. This is called an E minor chord. We're not going to play anything on the bottom string, just these two fingers. And we're going to try to keep our knuckles up nice and straight, and lifting and placing these down one string each, which becomes an A suspended second, or A sus2 in short form. So try to remember the names of your chords. It's always helpful. This is an E minor, and this is an A sus2. And we're going to try to keep our hands swung this way a little bit so that we can see, you know, I exaggerate a bit so you guys can see it, but I don't want to see your hand over here and you're trying to get that, or it's like this. I can already feel it in my shoulder. It really hurts. So you got to be comfortable, and it's really good to have a footstool when you first start playing. I have one over here that all my students use, because first you want to sit properly and sit up straight and do all the things you have to, and then once you get going, the reason why I had this when I was younger is because my guitar, I'd push on my guitar and it'd get away, so the higher up my footstool was, it would lock my guitar into my body by keeping my arm up here nice and you know, resting it on the side. Again, if an acoustic's hard, get yourself an electric to build up your calluses, and then go grab an acoustic. But yeah, so that's what a footstool is good for. I mean, and then after you can be like Angus Young, or, you know, put the guitar up behind your head and, you know, play, right? You don't need a footstool, you don't need nothing. You know, your fingertips have been taught to sit straight. So there's Wish You Were Here. I'm not trying to show off, but just saying, yeah, you can do anything you want with the guitar, but you know, let's first teach our hand to be on the strings properly, and then we, you know, once your fingertips learn the proper positioning all the time, then, you know, you'll be like Angus Young spinning around on the floor and playing. But that's years of building up lots of technique. So when we're on this E minor, make sure that we, you know, have our hands swung back this way, and we've got our E minor like this and like this. So, and all we're doing is basically dropping these two fingers down one string each, and we're making sure that our finger knuckles are nice and straight like that. The great thing about this exercise is you can do it at home. I mean, maybe everybody wants to watch TV as a family. Commercials are on. Get yourself a little guitar stand. Put your guitar on it. Every time commercials are on, pick it up. You don't need to strum, so you're not bugging anybody, and just practice moving your fingertips. I mean, if we can sit there and do this for hours on our phone, we could take 20 minutes out and learn how to play some music just by, you know, okay, I'm going to spend the next commercial session, which is about 10 minutes, just moving my fingers around. Once you do that, then you know you're good. So the great thing about this exercise is that you can do this one 10 times a night, I would suggest. And then you can use fingers 2 and 3 and do them 10 times a night. Always making sure we can get a pen or a pencil between our hand and our neck. We've got a nice cup shape in our hand, and our finger knuckles are nice and straight. They're not sitting like this. They're sitting straight like that. They're not too far up like this. They're not too far down like this. They're kind of just bent perfectly. And don't jam one finger underneath the other one. Give them their own space if you can. And then we'll start our exercise. So 10 times we're going to do it with fingers 1 and 2, just lifting in place. Now try not to put one finger then the other. Always place together. I have seen students do this sort of move, you know, and now all their chords become this. You know, and by the time you get to the change, the change is already done, it's passed. Okay, so we're going to do some practicing with these now. If you guys want to just pause the video for a bit and just practice moving around for a bit. That's great, just do that. Make sure your wrist is this way. And then we're going to start strumming together. So I'm going to do a count, and I always checking my video time. I got 5 minutes. I'd like to give us, 4 minutes of practice time together, so you're counting along with somebody who has timing. Timing is really important. Those things we'll talk about on the website too. Let's get through the basics first. So we're going to do a count in 4. And I'll start us off with a count in, something like 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, keeping your wrist forward, 3, 4, 4 more, 1, we're going to stay for 2 counts, 2 of 4, 3, 1 more, 4, and 1. Don't change till after we say and. 2, 3, 4, and 1. Yeah, we're going to do 2 counts of 4. 2, we're getting ready now. 3, thinking ahead. 4, and 1. 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1. Thinking ahead, 2, we got to go back up to our E minor, 3, 4, and 1. Nice work, guys. 2, thinking ahead, keeping your wrist forward, 3, finger knuckles straight, 4, 4 more, 1, 2, thinking about A suspended, 3, lifting and placing both fingers together, 4, and 1, 2, excellent. If your fingers are getting sore, take a break, 4, and 1, 2, 3, getting ready for a change, guys, 4, and 1, nice, 2, always thinking ahead, 3, 4, still counting out loud, tapping our foot, 1, 2, just down strums from the top string, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, thinking ahead, 4, and 1, 2, last time, 3, 4, and 1, 2, thinking ahead, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 4 more, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1. Nice work, guys. Take a break. Now don't do too much because you will get blisters on your fingertips. You can see the dents in my calluses. That's how far your skin's pushing in. With you guys starting out, it's basically hitting the finger bone of your finger, and then you're trying to push the string into the wood to get the sound. So don't be too worried if you're getting this kind of sound. It's just because you're building calluses. So the string's sitting in between your skin. Please use fingers 2 and 3 as well on this exercise, keeping your wrist forward. And just try the lifting and placing together. So don't forget to lift and place your fingers together. And then please try fingers 3 and 4. And always keeping your wrist this way. Try not to be back here, forward, and knuckles not like that, but bent properly like that. You know, you can see how straight those fingers are. I'll bring the GoPro over this way a bit more, see if that changes the angle a bit. Yeah, so you can see that there's my finger knuckle nice and straight on that one, and there's that one nice and straight. Try not to have them bent up this way too far or this way. They have to be perfectly centered to get the sound. All right, guys, I hope that helps you out. That's exercise number 3. Okay, and check out all the other ones. They're all great for changing chords, and their chords are part of songs. So the chords I use are all in songs. So we'll be working on songs too. All right, guys, have a good one. Bye for now.